You don't know where you're at until you get your team out there, and we've had some time to practice, look over and reevaluate what we're doing, and hopefully we make some right changes to move in the right direction.
As you put together a list of things that need to improve, what's on top of that list?
I think our decision making, our ball handling, our level of intensity, attention to detail. We got to do a better job collectively together in order to try to get a next win against a really good Stony Brook team.
I know that the kids are talented. They've gotten some good looks out on the floor, the things that haven't fallen. What about confidence? Where does that fall in?
Anytime you've lost, this many games in a short period of time, I think their confidence could be shaken. I should say our confidence, but we're resilient. We got a lot of basketball to play, and only thing you can do is get better from today and not worry about yesterday and learn from yesterday. But if you're concentrating on what the negatives are, you're not going to grow into a positive direction.
Is this a tough time of year in the sense that it's exam time, but you also have a loss that you try to want to flush? Have you kind of gone through the process of getting through it, or just let the kids focus on the books and then kind of get back into the basketball swing of things?
That's the good thing about college, you know what I mean? They do have a distraction in their academics. And I think that levels them out a little bit, where the pros, they don't have anything too, maybe but their families, so they're constantly thinking about it. Our kids are able to get away from the game a little bit. But our guys, I think it's a good time, because after tomorrow, there's no more exams. Or after whatever, it's Saturday, what's today, Thursday? After Saturday, there's no more exams, so it's all basketball for about 3-4 weeks, and that's when a lot of teams do grow. And it's unfortunate we are where we're at record-wise, but we have an opportunity Saturday to be better and continue to improve.
I know.
Does film review help you at all last week or two, looking at games that you've lost?
Yeah, the thing is, though, I'm not a coach that dwells on losing. I'm one that looks at when we won, what did we do? So many people and so many eyes look at, when you lost a game, the things you did in the loss. I'm looking at what we did in the wins, because that's what's going to win the next game.
Nate seems like he's in a pretty good headspace. How important is his growth to how well you guys do in the coming weeks?
Well, Nate is coming off of 7 weeks and 7.5, 8 weeks where he didn't play, so we're trying to play him into shape, not just in practice, because you got to watch his management and his activity at 6'10", 260 pounds, running up and down. So I think he's getting in much better shape. We had a really good week this week with him running and moving his body. He's a key to us being a key factor in the Big East.
You look back to even before Peru, when Pipkins was hurt, and then you have Nate. A lot of nagging injuries throughout the season. How has that played a factor in your record so far this year?
I don't know. We just haven't played well. We've had enough on the floor to win games. We just got to do a better job collectively with the importance of now. We got to really understand opportunities knocking, and we can't ask who it is. Opportunities on the other side, so you got to take advantage of that. You can look at that and say it may have, but honestly, I don't think injuries have played a major part. Our mindset has been our biggest issue.
Have you talked about trying to get back to the pace of play that you guys talked about during the preseason? The shorter shot clock, try to push the tempo more.
No, we've continued to do that. We're just not making the volume of shots. And then, guys are getting frustrated. We're missing layups and, missing free throws. But that's, 10 games in, I wish we were in a better position, but all we can worry about is right now, and collectively, we'll get better.
I know Stony Brook's the focus first, but how important is it to gather some momentum, with the Florida, the Texas game going into Big East play, this key stretch?
Honestly, man, I'm worried about Stony Brook. I can't get to Florida or Texas or Villanova or Xavier until we go, until we play Stony Brook. Every game's important. Every home game is equally important. Really, we got to take it one game at a time and see how much we can improve.
Do you have to pump the kids up when you're going through a little bit of a rut and remind them that they're good players and this thing can go well? Are you more encouraging instead of discouraging, I guess?
When you also got to remember you're coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, and psychology is a big part of development. And you got to be a psychologist because you don't want your players to get down. I have a very good basketball team. Providence College is a very good basketball team. We're just not performing to the level of which we want to right now. And there are many people frustrated with that, and I sympathize with their frustration, but at the same time, understand what shoes we're in, and we're about development, improving our kids' mind, and improving them to be the best that they can be. So at the end of the day, we're going to have a really good basketball team.
Is this week kind of a kick in the butt week where you work them a little extra harder to try and get past the loss that you guys had, or is it kind of a, like you said, love them up type of week before you get into Stony Brook?
Fine balance. That's where psychology comes in. You want to show them film. You want to get after them to be better than they are, and you also got to get them to play better than they think they are. So that fine line of psychology goes a long way. End of the day, you got to tell them you love them. We'll be better. We'll be okay. We're not where we want to be, and it's early enough to get where we want to go. So it's not about today. It's about tomorrow.